I have a nice jazz track here. I'll leave a link in the description to the source, and I would recommend you follow that up. Let's take a listen to the track with the Freqtube bypassed. When the bypass is illuminated, there's no tubification going on. It's just clean. Okay, we know what jazz sounds like, don't we? So I'll play it again, and I'll flick the bypass on and off with the settings that I have. And I'll start with the bypass on, so no tubes. So I've started with the preset called Split Enhance, and it's split in the sense that we've got these filters going on here. So the parallel filter works on the dry signal and the primary filter works on the tubified signal. But I'll come on to those in just a moment. I'll go through the controls in turn, starting with the drive control, and just tweak them and see what we get. Switch the bypass off. You know, you can often have too much drive. I've used the +18 button because we're working on such a narrow frequency range. I quite like those higher values of drive, you know. But I think it would get tiring on the ear eventually, so I'll stick with that. Let's look at these filters here. On the parallel filter, on the dry signal, we've got a low-pass filter, and we've got a slope of 12 decibels per octave, and we've got a frequency of around about 3.5 kilohertz, something like that. And on this side, the primary filter, so this is the tubified signal, we've got a high-pass filter, and 24 decibels per octave, and it's working on a frequency 4 point something kilohertz upwards. So I think I might just play with this and see what we get. Okay, round about there, that seems to suit me. Let's change the tubes over from the E83cc to the 12AT7. We might see a green banner up here, but it's because I'm using screen recording software and it's not going to make any difference to us. Here we go. You know, in this instance, I think I prefer the 12AT7. Most of the sound sources I've used, I prefer the E83cc, but we'll stick with the 12AT7 because it sounds good to me. Let's try the harmonics control. If this were a sine wave, this is what the harmonics control would do to it. And these presumably are the harmonics. Okay, let's try it. I tend to prefer this side of the harmonics control. This side, it sounds a bit buzzy to me, so you might like it. I don't like it so much, but I'm pleased that it's there. It should be there. Let's try this again once more and optimize it. Okay, there. That'll do. Now, when we use the filters, the analog mix control becomes very important. And this will change not only the harmonic balance because of the tube processing, it'll change the frequency balance as well. So we're looking for a combination that satisfies both of those requirements and, well, just sounds good. Here we go. Around there, that suits me. So to finish this off, I'll play the track again and I'll flick the bypass on and off, and I'll start with the bypass on, so no tubes to start off with. Okay, so there we have it, the Freqtube on jazz.